From charged creepers to killer bunnies, there's 81 Minecraft mobs, but which one is the strongest? The weakest mobs in Minecraft are the ones that deal no damage, and there's a surprising amount of them, so stick with me while I rattle them off quickly before we get to the ones that can cause you some harm. Ally, bat, camel, cat, chicken, cod, cow, donkey, fox, frog, glow squid, turtle, horse, mushroom, mule, ocelot, parrot, pig, rabbit, salmon, sheep, skeleton horse, snow golem, sniffer, squid, strider, tadpole, tropical fish, villager, wandering trader, and zombie horse. Now, the witch is quite strong, but they're starting at the bottom of the list as they can only do damage through potions, making them one of the weakest overall based on pure damage. The Hoglin Baby is small, but fierce, however, only packing a tiny punch dealing 0.75 damage. Now the Zoglin Baby is the same, the cousin of the Hoglin Baby dealing the same measly 0.75 damage, but a swarm of them could be dangerous, so keep an eye out. Llamas are cute, and the trader llama is especially fashionable, and while generally peaceful, if aggravated their spit will deal 1 damage, so maybe stay on their good side. Silverfish are the bane of any miner looking to store some diamonds as they swarm. They can rack up the damage, but on their own, they only deal 2 damage, making them an easy yet annoying threat to deal with. According to all known laws of aviation, there is no way a bee should be able to fly. Bees are friendly creatures, but once annoyed, will deal 3 damage, plus a nasty little poison to boot. The cave spider, small, creepy. And why do they have so many eyes? They deal 3 damage and can leave you with a nasty poison sting. Endermites like Silverfish are very annoying, but they're not as common. Dealing only 3 damage, they are a manageable foe. The goat, known for climbing mountains and featuring on Taylor Swift songs, deal 3 damage when aggravated. They have horns for a reason. Is it a nightmare? Or is it a phantom? Without sleep for 3 consecutive days in Minecraft, the phantoms will come to remind you to catch some Z's or to fall into the never-ending sleep for all eternity. Did you know that pufferfish are a delicacy, but when they're not being served on a platter, they're dealing 3 damage and giving you a lingering poison effect for your troubles. 8 legs, too many eyes, and a relentless need to crawl everywhere. The common spider deals 3 damage and sends shivers down your spine. The Illusioner has a varying attack from 3 to 5 damage per hit, and they can also split into multiple versions. It falls in the middle of the mid-range mobs for this one. A Pillager, not very nice, and definitely not invited around for some mushroom stew. They deal 4 damage to anyone stopping them from conquering the land. A Shulker will shoot you with a nasty bullet, dealing 4 damage and causing you to levitate. Whoa, whoa! The most ridiculous mob on this list, the Chicken Jockey. Coming in with 4.5 hearts of damage, it packs a punch and looks stupid in the process. Dolphins, they're incredibly intelligent, will lead you to treasure, but they aren't always nice. Dealing 4.5 damage, it's best to stay on their good side. Drowned are zombies of the sea. Living underwater for so long, they're starting to look like the crew of the Flying Dutchman. Dealing 4.5 hearts of damage, it's best to steer clear where possible. Hoglins have one use, being super annoying. They deal 4.5 hearts of damage and cause havoc on your trips to the nether. The Husk, a dried out undead, shares the same damage as its drowned counterpart at 4.5 damage, and also leaves you feeling quite hungry. A Zoglin, a zombified version of the Hoglin, deals an adequate 4.5 hearts of damage, making for an annoying mob to face off against. The OG zombie from Minecraft, coming in with 4.5 damage and is a staple of your Minecraft world. You'll see him everywhere. The poor villager just wanted to go about its day before being turned into an undead shell of its former self. Coming in with 4.5 hearts of damage, its redeeming quality is it can be saved with a potion and a golden apple. The Stray, a very creepy mob that has a melee attack dealing 3 damage and a ranged attack dealing 3 to 5, so it's best to deal with this one quickly. Now, onto the mobs that will ruin your day. The Evoker deals a decent 6 damage, so it's best to avoid if possible. Slimes are sticky and annoying, multiplying the more you defeat them. All in all, the big slimes deal 6 damage, the medium deal 3, and the small are so cute they deal no damage. Maybe I'll keep one as a pet and call it Flubber. A hostile wolf will deal 6 damage without hesitation, so be sure to bring some bones to tame them and grow your wolf pack. Blaze are powerful, can fly, set you on fire, and ruin your nice peaceful trip to the nether, dealing a huge 9 damage. It's best to attack from range to avoid losing all your stuff. Pandas are cute, love bamboo, and are deadly if provoked. They deal 9 damage, so they are confirmed cute but deadly. Polar bears living in the Arctic, they keep to themselves but will deal 9 damage, so be careful on the ice. The Enderman, a vital key to your other dimensional exploration, a passive until provoked, dealing 10.5 damage. It's best to stay away or attack in a too high box. Your choice. Iron Golems are the defenders of villages far and wide and won't hesitate to put you in your place if you harm one of its residents. Dealing 11.25 damage and flinging you into the air, it's a quick way to an empty inventory. Defenders of the Deep, Guardians are quick to assume that any visitors are hostile, so be warned, they deal a total of 12 damage with their ranged and spike attacks. An unsuspecting challenger to the list. This bunny is as vicious as it is cute, and with a whopping 12 damage. It's not one to be messed with. Piglins come in 3 states: with a sword, with a crossbow, without a sword. While the Piglin with sword is the strongest of the 3, dealing 12 damage, the damage without a sword is still a formidable 7.5 damage. A Wither skeleton's chance to drop their skull to advance your quest towards the Wither is annoying, but its 12 damage means it's a mob to prepare for. The Zombified Piglin deals 12 damage, making it a worthy opponent for anyone looking for a challenge. A Vex can phase through walls and deals 13.5 damage while doing so. That seems a little unfair. Elder Guardians, the other protectors of ocean monuments, can deal a whopping 15 damage between their ranged and spiked attacks, and the added challenge of fighting in the water makes them a difficult mob to handle. Magma Cubes, the fiery twin of the slime, deal damage at its different stages, 6 for a medium one, and 9 for a big cube. Piglin Brutes, the enforcer of the nether, deals a crazy 19.5 damage and causes even the strongest of players to tremble. Vindicators, the Pillager with an axe, is a mob you need to run from, dealing 19.5 damage makes it a terrifying opponent. Ravagers have 2 attacks, a melee strike dealing a whopping 18 damage, but that, combined with its mighty roar dealing 9 damage, makes it one of the strongest mobs in Minecraft with a total of 27. The Ghast fireball is deadly, especially with both the impact and explosion dealing a massive 28.5 damage, but that's not all, so stick around to find out the surprising secret for the Ghast. The Ender Dragon has a plethora of attacks and each one deals anywhere from 3 to 15 damage, making it a very formidable mob and the boss of the game. It's no surprise that the Warden is a feared mob, with its melee and ranged attack dealing a whopping 60 total damage. Creepers, you've seen them everywhere and the hiss is a terrifying sound, dealing 64.5 damage. It's a contender for the strongest mob in Minecraft. The Giant, a formidable mob dealing an insane 75 damage to anyone who dares cross its path. So just run. A mob that many choose to fight and many end up losing to. The Wither is an incredibly powerful mob, but while its main attack only does 8 damage, the Birth Explosion deals 103.5 damage, but as it's a one-off, it might not be as dangerous as what's next. A Charged Creeper, the highly electrified cousin of the Creeper, has an increased radius for damage and is technically the most powerful mob in Minecraft, dealing 127.5 damage with its supercharged explosion. And now, the strongest mob in Minecraft is you, the player. With the help of a Ghast, knocking back a Ghast fireball deals 1000 damage to the Ghast in question, leaving nothing but a single tear. Let us know your favourite mob, and also subscribe.